guys, I'm back. Welcome to the Weekend Zone. I wasn't here last week, or I don't think the week before.
I can't.
Maybe, I don't know.
Vacation
I got a little tan. I'm trying to.
Yeah, I have a bone to pick with you. You went to the wrong islands.
What?
I
was I
am Bayesian born, Barbadian born. My family's
I'm
Barbados.
gonna go to
And you
Barbados.
went to the
I'm gonna
wrong
make it there. I'm gonna make it there.
Trinidad.
I wanted to see
Trinidad.
cricket. I'd never seen cricket.
They got cricket in Barbados.
Well, they didn't have a game that weekend.
I am
What
so
happened was.
That's real rivalry right now.
But,
Long Island.
I'm Bert Johnson, Matt Demecki, Chris Clark. What's up, guys?
What's up?
I got something
Matt.
great for Chris Clark right now. This is for
better be
you.
a
My first
apology.
topic is for Chris Clark.
Good. What is
Are
it?
Jimmy Butler and Kyrie Irving teaming up in Brooklyn or New York? Chris, you want to go first?
You go first.
This
You want me
is
to go? I don't want to
You
take
give it
one.
away. Yeah.
This topic was for you.
I don't want to take all the time, but since you guys are giving me the pedestal. No, here's the thing.
Sure, one time.
I want them both. I think they should both go, but at the same time, I don't know if I want bum knee Jimmy Butler on the Knicks roster. I want Kyrie Irving. I know he has a bum knee too, but at the same time, we've seen him play with the bum knee, and he's still playing like Kyrie Irving. Yeah. But my beef is the older, he's going to be 30 at the time, Jimmy Butler will probably get 1 good season, 2 good seasons, but knowing the Knicks will overpay him for 6 years, and you'll get 2 good years out of those 6 years, and then we're stuck again. So if it's possible that Kyrie himself can go to the Knicks without Jimmy Butler, I'm with it. But I feel like they're going to use that whole leverage where they want a team up thing. So I'm kind of worried, and I have a little bit of Laker feeling where I feel like just like Kawhi, I think Kawhi's going to go to Clippers.
Yeah.
They both might end up going to Brooklyn because they want to be a package. They're going to want to be together.
Here's my problem with this whole thing. If you're Kyrie Irving, you literally have 2 options. You have a choice where you could stay on the Celtics and be dominant in the East for a good 5, 6, 7 years, or you're gonna play with Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
I don't know if playing with Jimmy Butler is a smart thing. Why don't you just stay on the Celtics?
I think
you have
Jimmy
Jason
Butler's
Tatum.
a good teammate, though.
I think he's a great teammate
with
too.
the
but
right guys.
Well, obviously he has issues with Carl Anthony Towns and all those
because
guys,
they don't
but
work.
they don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like,
and we see that with Chicago too.
I'm just saying, like, Kyrie is in one of the best situations in the league. Like, they're going to be dominant in the East, especially for the next 5, 6 years. Why would you want to leave that to go to another place with another teammate that's getting up there in age also, and that has
Maybe
issues?
now Kyrie doesn't want to be overshadowed by Gordon Hayward.
He's gonna make an excuse again.
But I'm so glad you said that, because then my thing is, it's like, why are we focused on him and Jimmy Butler when the real person he should have on the line is Kevin Durant? That is something I would love to see even more. Is seeing Kyrie and KD come into the Knicks next season. That would be a lot, because the rumors have been out there.
Yeah.
There's graphs out there talking about how the Knicks have a chance to steal them and all this crap. That is something I'm more enticed to see. I'd rather pay my money to Kevin Durant and Kyrie rather than freaking old.
But
I
It's
love
the
Jimmy
Knicks.
Butler.
You're going to pay your money
That's
regardless.
the problem.
So.
That's the problem I have. We're going to give Jimmy Butler all this money to play 2 good seasons. I love Jimmy Butler. That's not a slight, but it's facts. It's reality. The Knicks are finally in a position where we have youth and we can grow youth, and now we just need some good guys.
And you guys have
around.
some money.
That's what I'm saying, but we're going to pull a Mari Stoudemire.
So you don't have as much money as the Clippers do.
But didn't Kyrie say that he wanted to leave Cleveland to be the man somewhere else?
But his
so
problem,
if he goes with Kevin Durant to the Knicks,
he's not going to be the man.
Well, Paul Pierce, who is a Celtics legend, definitely
Yeah.
came out and said he's not
coming
staying.
back, yeah.
He definitely doesn't think. And I
so
feel like
wild,
players
I
or
agree.
former players kind of talk behind closed doors, so there has to be a reason why he's saying that. He's probably overheard or talked to some. He knows something. There's no way that Paul Pierce is the Celtics and was the Celtics for 10, 15 years. You know what I mean? So it's like a guy like that's not going to come out and not want to give his own team hope, you know?
Yeah.
So I think he definitely knows something.
And I think also with the Celtics too, Kyrie made like a little list of teams he wanted to be traded to in Cleveland, and Celtics weren't on there. So he was like, he said Knicks. I want to either go to the Spurs. I think he mentioned Minnesota as one of those teams too. So I mean, I think that might be it. He just never wanted to go to the Celtics.
Yes,
but
I think that's the
it's
biggest
just
thing.
perfect for him. I don't understand why you just want to keep jumping.
Well,
ship.
I think what's not so perfect is the fact that they were still so successful without him. I think that's.
But isn't that great though? Like, you're gonna come back to a successful team.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of course
and
you gotta
be
say that,
even
Mr.
better.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Of course, you're saying that, Mr. Eagles fan, because we won the Super Bowl without our starting quarterback. So isn't that good?
That's what I'm saying. You can win with backups without our left tackle too.
I don't know. I just feel like that.
Well,
that
sometimes when you
shows
put a
the
new
coaching
person in there, it kind of changes
throws
up the
things
dynamic.
off, and that's my thing. Yeah, I just.
And
feel
he
like,
doesn't want it to be his fault.
Exactly.
Because it's like if you
Make it
come back
worse.
into the situation and you do get get worse, then who's the problem?
Yeah.
But this situation though in the Eastern Conference, like Philly's the only one that's going to challenge them. I don't see anybody else challenging them in the Eastern Conference. Like you can't possibly get worse.
And I'm like, you don't
they
think
can even
Toronto?
challenge the Warriors with this team. I'm telling you. Like it's gonna be Boston. I think Boston's gonna win the next year's championship. I honestly do. If they
All right, well, let's end it here. Speaking of the Warriors, CJ McCollum went on CCTV and said that star players joining the Warriors is disgusting, and he would never do that. Do you guys agree with CJ, or do you think he's just being salty?
I agree, but I also think I'm not gonna sit there and be disgusting. I wouldn't. It's not in my DNA. I would never do that. Like he just went too far. Like I agree.
He's only 26. Like give him a few more years in the league. He might be switching up too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, you can say that, but then say like, I'm not saying I don't know if this would happen, but like say like Anthony Davis says that he wants to join the Portland Trail Blazers. Is he not gonna want him to join the Blazers because it's disgusting for them to join together and have all these superstars on one team? Like. It's pure salt and pure pettiness, and I don't know. He knew that we were gonna see it.
Well, and he tweeted back in like 2011 that he likes the Warriors or whatever. So maybe he's just salty because he didn't get selected on his favorite team. But they didn't even have a first-round pick like that year. So it's like, come on, just accept your 10th pick and move on.
Yeah, man.
And I mean, like, obviously he's salty. I just hate that, like. In the NBA, if you're on a bad team, you get clowned. If you're like in the middle tier and don't make the playoffs, you make the playoffs, get swept, you get clowned. If you're on a really, really good team like the Warriors, people say, oh, it's unfair, like you're ruining the league and stuff like what are you supposed to do? I swear to God, like
CJ McCollum, there's no middle ground.
There's no middle ground with anything. People are always gonna complain. CJ McCollum's a bum.
And granted, like
for real.
I understand it with baseball more because baseball, obviously, the teams that have the most money are gonna get all the good players. But basketball has a soft cap, so it's like they are doing it within the realms of like their money. They're taking cuts to play with teams.
And Warriors, they drafted.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, they drafted 3 of their starters.
Right.
Kevin Durant wanted to come there, and Boogie, he's hurt.
They got him for
$5
million. Like that's a steal.
Complain to your front office, like.
I understand. Well, let's move on to a game because I like playing games so much. That's why I have this board here, guys. I didn't not wear a skirt today. I do have clothes on. So it is time for a little true or false. Jalen Ramsey sat down for an interview with GQ magazine and broke down his thoughts on a lot of quarterbacks. So we are going to play a little game today. I will read a Ramsey quote to you guys, and you guys will tell me if you agree or disagree with him by writing true. You can just write T or F on it. Make it quick. All right, first one, Flacco. Joe Flacco sucks.
You said put T or F, but I had to write the whole word out. I had to put the whole
we all have true.
It definitely does suck.
Oh, you know what you forgot, Matt? You forgot to bring us erasers. You're fired, Matt Demecki. I'm going to use your shirt here.
God, here we go.
All right, the next one. This is about Andrew Luck. I don't really think he's that good.
False. He always tortures you guys when you guys play.
I'm going to say true.
Me too. I think he's a little overrated.
I'm going to say true. I think he's overrated. I think we haven't even seen enough to say that he's on the level that people assume that he's just
keep
on.
Putting him on.
That's my thing. 2 years ago, he let it drive, and he targeted Jalen Ramsey every single time, and that did not look good. So I don't know why he's crying over it.
So you're just attacking Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah.
All right, next one is about Matt Ryan. I think Matt Ryan's overrated.
Oh, that's
Who that?
If you guys didn't know, Chris is a Saints fan, so that's
Matt
why
Ryan,
he's
trash.
against Matt Ryan.
You know what? I'm gonna go false. I don't think he's
Okay.
overrated.
Whatever.
I think he's just right.
I
Nobody's
love
saying he's elite.
Choked in the Super Bowl.
I know.
It was a.
You can't ever come back from that,
No,
man.
you can't.
He was league MVP, so.
This is about Big Ben. I think he's decent at best. Okay, I have to go false on that one.
I gotta go false.
Ben is a legend.
Yeah.
Overall, I'm gonna go false. I think
he's getting old
declining.
now, but he's a
declining,
legend,
but
you know? Next one's about Josh Allen. I think Josh Allen is trash. I love Jalen Ramsey right now, though.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm going false. Like, it hasn't been seen yet. It has not been seen yet.
Yeah, I'll do false. We don't know.
But you never know. I think with the Bills, you can do some things. Yeah.
Next one that we are going to be talking about, my boy, Dak Prescott. Good. All right. I'm going to say false because he's not good. He's great.
I think when you think Dak Prescott, yeah, he's all right. He's cool.
False. He's absolutely terrible.
No, you mean false because he's so great.
He's the 5th best quarterback in the NFC East. I'm just saying.
Fifth
best quarterback in the NFC East. Carson Wentz, Nick Foles, Alex Smith, and Eli Manning are all better than him.
Tyrod Taylor, actually a better QB than he gets credit for.
Preach it, boy. Preach it.
And have you guys been watching?
Yes, Hard Knocks.
Hard Knocks,
People have
yes.
been
I love him
sleeping on
even
Tyrod.
more. I love him even
But
more.
it sucks that they drafted Baker because you know Baker's going to start over him this year.
I
No.
refuse to believe
No.
that.
Hugh
I
Jackson
refuse
has
to
definitely
believe
been
that.
clear on
can't
saying that he's
leave
not going
a
to.
number 1 pick on the
Tyrod
bench.
Yes,
Taylor.
you can.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can. The Browns have learned their lesson of like drafting guys and just throwing them out there to the wolves.
But like at some point this year, Baker.
Okay,
will
but
start.
look, if you start Baker Mayfield right now.
I wouldn't want to start him right now.
Okay, if you do.
Oh, smart.
Yeah, that's smart.
Yeah.
If you do, like, you're literally giving up all hope on the rest of the season.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
No,
Because
I
then
know
you're
that,
saying
yeah.
that was your last
Yeah.
best hope,
Yep.
and
Yeah.
he is failing. So it's like you play Tyrod, you win, lose a few games. They actually have a rough season to start at the beginning.
That's the thing with Tyrod. I don't know.
So they put Tyrod in, and then it's like if mid-season comes around and they're not producing. I mean, all they gotta do is win one game to be better than last
And
season.
Tyrod's never had a Jarvis Landry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Right,
I
like-
want to see him. I want to see what he's got with, he got some weapons now.
Yeah.
So I want to see.
The juice will
That's
be
what I'm saying.
loose
The
in
juice will be
Cleveland.
The only thing though is Tyrod's been a little bit injury prone, and when a backup quarterbacks come in a couple games and they play well, coaches go, you know what? We have a quarterback controversy.
But at the end of the day, as long as he started,
Yeah.
I'm cool with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I don't
he'll
know.
start for sure.
This was clearly just the ones that you showed, but I don't want you guys to think that Jalen Ramsey is racist because of the ones we just talked about. Every white quarterback he said something bad about, and the 2 black ones he said something good about.
He called Deshaun Watson
But he
MVP
did.
too.
He did. That was in there too.
But he did say your boy was the
Carson
MVP
Wentz.
too. So he's not. Nobody say Jalen Ramsey's racist against white quarterbacks. Because that's just what it shows in this
That's
little
exactly what it
little
is.
moment
Right,
that we
right,
just
right,
did. Okay, well, let's move on to my favorite part of the show, honorable mentions. Who wants to start first?
Mine's short and easy. I mean, the college season's about to start. Zion Williamson is a beast. Zion Williamson is a beast.
Bro,
You see him from free throw line. Look at this highlight. Beast. I mean, I fire.
For sure.
And they had like a little.
fire, yeah.
They had a little not preseason. I don't know what they call them, but they had like a little like warm up debut game.
Scrimmage.
Scrimmage. Thank you. I couldn't think of the word. Yeah. And
I'm with 2 guys, and
29
I'm the only one
points.
that knows what a scrimmage
I said warm up.
Exhibition.
Warm up
Yeah,
scrimmage. You can
same
put them
thing.
in the thesaurus.
Scrimmage, guys.
Whatever.
I got you.
So, anyways, this random Steelers fan showed up to Steelers camp, and what he decided to do, he said, "Look, I'm gonna try to take Antonio Brown one-on-one. Let me cover him." Dude showed up in full pads. Look, check this picture out real quick.
That boy say he embarrassing himself and all. He wanna check me. Let him check me real quick.
He wanted to cover Antonio Brown
I
one-on-one.
was confident.
And they
Yeah.
got his ass
I'm
out
not
of there,
mad
though.
at
It didn't even happen. So
I wish they
they
would.
got him out of there. I wish they did it, though.
Maybe in the offseason, Antonio will line up with them, do something.
They should have had him do it, and if he stopped one pass, he would have been able to sit at the practice for the rest of the day. And if not, then he's banned from anything Steelers.
They should
ever
have at
again.
least let him go on the field and do like a little fun thing.
I
But
would
they
have
just
loved
kicked
it.
him out.
Oh, I would have loved
Yeah.
it. That would have been hilarious.
Bro, he showed up in full pads. They didn't need to do anything. Yeah, come on.
Well, guess who doesn't get to go on the field for the Browns anymore?
Oh,
Womp womp.
Corey Coleman, he actually asked himself to be traded. He was upset that he was playing second team, but if you guys have been watching Hard Knocks, it's not hard to see why he was put on second team because he was playing horribly. But as soon as it showed on the show that he asked that he wanted to be put on second team, traded because he was on second team, and they traded his ass, and now he's with the Buffalo Bills.
One player was told to pack his bags.
Yeah, the Corey Coleman experiment is over in Northeast Ohio. Within the last hour, the Browns have confirmed they're sending the 2016 first-round pick to the Bills. In exchange, the Browns will receive a late-round pick.
And he was traded for like a
looked like-
seventh round
for
2020 pick. Like, that's like so disrespectful. Sorry.
Corey, man.
Hope he learned his lesson. You go learn today, boy. Well, that is going to do it for the Weekend Zone. I'm your host, Britt Johnson. I'm here with Matt Demecki, Chris Clark. We'll see you guys next weekend.
Knicks, baby!
Oh, God.